Thank you, and I would be remiss if I did not thank all of our parade committee inside the chamber, headed by Frankie Owens and Perry Solis. Those two gentlemen have been doing this for over 20 years, along with Willie Hobbs and several others, Craig Richardson, Rachel Grantham, Daniel Ruggles, and our newly minted director of the chamber, Avery Leclerc.
And we hope to see Avery shortly down here. We're going to try to get her on camera.
Absolutely, but thank you to that crew, and thank you for all for coming out. Behind me, I don't know how many people can see this, are our sponsors. We have the YMCA of Clinton. We have our great hospital, Sampson Regional Medical Center, who signed on as a sponsor this year. Star Telephone, Star Communications, I should say. My goodness, they set all this up for us. Their contributions are immeasurable to what they bring to this parade.
Absolutely. Outstanding, our outstanding Executive Vice President and CEO, Donna Buller. Merry Christmas to you, Donna.
Absolutely. Donna's a board member of the chamber too and contributes so much. We have Huntington Bank. That's actually my new gig, and I'm really proud to be sitting up on this stage as a representative of Huntington Bank. Most people have never heard of that, but you will soon. Watch for our ads and TV commercials, and we'll talk more about that later.
Absolutely. Yeah. In fact, we might just do a whole show on that.
Absolutely. I look forward to that. Sampson Independent, what a staple in the community, and we appreciate all that they do for us. Odie's 1170 WCLN, and our good friend Ron Davis is just right over here off stage.
Absolutely.
He'll be joining us.
We're going to salute Ron and WCLN Radio for all they do in the community.
Absolutely.
Grantham
Agronomics, Rachel Grantham. Rachel is a board member here. She is very busy this time of year with her crop consulting and soil samples and whatnot, so we appreciate all the efforts that she's done on behalf of the chamber and the parade committee. And finally, my civic affiliation with the Kiwanis. I've been a member of the Kiwanis for over 20 years, and such a great group of folks, and they do a lot to help our community. Thank you for all of our sponsors. We wouldn't be here today without them.
Absolutely, and our civic clubs, the Kiwanis, Rotary, I don't want to miss any of them out there, but we just have a number of civic clubs and folks who are involved in this community. And you and I were just talking off camera how important small towns are in the sense of the connectivity and how we get along and how we work together so well. We've got somebody who's standing off camera here. I want you to kind of pull on that's been part of it, and you mentioned YMCA. Let's pull John in here and have him have a couple of words with us, kind of give us a comment of how the YMCA is going. And John has been here now for a while. In fact, I had him on We Should Know a while back. Most folks know, and I didn't get into my intro, but most folks know I do a weekly radio and TV show called We Should Know. It airs at 2:30 each and every Tuesday, simulcast with WCLN Radio, and also airs at 7 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday on Star Communications Channel 16. John, thank you for being with us.
Of course, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you didn't mention the time I cried on your show. I made history with that one, right?
Listen, love comes in all kinds of ways, and we get it sometimes on the show. That was one of the best shows I've had, and thank you for being on with us.
Of course. Officially now about 7 months being a Clintonian. Been with the Y May 1 of 2024. Hit the ground sprinting and have just really been so humbled to be embraced by this community and just watching our boys in the state championship win that state title and seeing a lot of those guys come in and out of our doors and their families come in. There's a culture of athleticism. There's a wonderful spirit moving in this community, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, I'm glad that you could sit down and kind of chat with us for a moment here before the parade starts. And I want to say to you, I've only heard good things. Pat and I were talking off camera a bit. It seems that oftentimes you look at different things, you think we could do this, we could do that, and I just look back at what you have accomplished, what the YMCA means for this community, and the folks that have just, I go by there and I see the parking lot is full of cars. So I know folks are inside either working out, walking, wonderful pool in there. We did a show a couple of years ago just on the inside and some of the transitions that's going on. Anything new happening inside the Y?
Well, first I want to thank Sampson Regional Medical Center. They have graciously permitted us to come in there and partner with them, and so they've allowed me to really experience it and offer long-term sustainable care for a lot of those folks that are coming off the therapy or they're coming off of that care. Excited by a number of our food programs that we got started this past year. We gave 28,000 pounds of food to this community during our summer programs. You mentioned our pool programs. We've got wonderful aquatic therapy classes that we're going to be moving forward with. We opened up a small room in the back. It used to be a therapy pool room, but now is actually a multi-purpose room where we've welcomed second graders. We're now in about 400 second graders in to 951 second graders through the second grade swim program. They're coming in and out of that back room now, using it as an education and learning area, but also now our members are taking group exercise classes in there. So a lot of classes that are going to be coming down the pipelines. And then continued to outreach. We just added 2 more after-school sites, continuing to grow our partnership with the City of Clinton schools and the Sampson County schools, and getting into the school system in a major way and teaching, as you all said, those values that the YMCA hold true. Honesty, caring, responsibility, respect. My important one is faith.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Love it. John, I remember when the Wellness Center was built and what a great addition it was. I can't think of a better outcome than to be partnering with the Y and you guys running the programs over there and using the facilities. So.
John, thank you for sitting with us. We're fixing to jump into the parade.
Yeah, I got to get on a float here.
Absolutely. You got to start waving at people, man.
Yes, sir.
People need to, if they hadn't met John, you got to meet John. He's running the YMCA. Been on my show before. You can look it up on YouTube and look at the outstanding job he did there. He's got a big heart and a compassion and passion for this community. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for what you're doing for our community.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to kind of get started with the parade now as we see the first entry in the parade coming down. I want to quickly mention to you, starting tonight, the 13th at 7 p.m., Graves Memorial Presbyterian Church. You've got to listen carefully. You need to go hear this. 5 grand pianists are going to be playing tonight at 7 p.m. Tomorrow night, repeat play again, 14th. The 15th at 3 p.m. So you get 3 shots at this. The people that's behind this is Reverend Katie Reeves, Dr. Bill Aiken, and of course, everybody's love in this town and county is Jean Hatch. She's going to be on there with those magic hands moving. So be sure to check that out. Pat Noble's first entry to the parade's coming up, and most of the time we don't really give it, I don't know that we can ever give enough credit. But the police department, I'm going to let you touch on that a bit, but Chief Anthony Davis is the first float coming in the parade.
Chief Davis is a class act all the way around. He gives us all the resources we need right here in the city. They are tremendous help with this parade every year, setting up safety, crowd control. I just can't thank the City of Clinton and the police department for what they do to put this on and what they do day in and day out for our citizens. So glad to see Chief Davis leading the parade here.
Tell us about the banner carriers. Okay. This is a unique situation.
These are actually my cousins, third cousins, and I see Savannah, and I see Ava and Bevan. They are the granddaughters of Craig Richardson. They're the daughters of Jake and Lindsay Matthews, and we're glad to have them representing the chamber today.
Mayor Lou Starling is coming up here. Mayor since 2001.
Right.
He is the man in the city of Clinton and the state of North Carolina. Good to see you, Mayor.
Thank you, Lou. I think he's the longest sitting mayor we've ever had.
Definitely. That's a long time.
Absolutely, no doubt.
And we're going to be coming up here with the city council, and I know you know each one of those folks well. And as that car approaches, it strikes me that folks in these positions now, in public positions that have governance responsibility, we are so fortunate to have people to step up and be in those positions. I'm going to let you cover that a bit.
Absolutely, and not only do they attend meetings, they're really hands-on. I see Daniel Ruggles there. Daniel has helped put on this parade, but all the council people, and we'll call them by name, Daniel Ruggles, Neil Strickland, Mayor Pro Tem Marcus Beckton, Holden DeBose, and Wanda Corbett, all serving various tenures in their 4-year term. So thank you.
Immediately behind them is the Sampson County Board of Commissioners, and I'm gonna let you cover that. They've got some new commissioners on
They
there.
do. This is Alan McClam from Plainview, his first time as the chair. Welcome. And then we welcome Vice Chair Eric Pope, newly appointed Commissioner Houston Crumpler from the Roseboro area, Ms. Letha Lee taking the Heralds and southern end of the county, and then Commissioner Thaddeus Godwin and all that Thaddeus does.
And the Sheriff of Sampson County, Jimmy Thornton, is coming by in his vehicle.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy is the Chief Law Enforcement Officer for Sampson County. Jimmy has served, I know, over 20 years. I believe he's the longest serving
He's
sheriff.
probably got the record on that.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, Chris Fan, Clerk
Chris
of Court.
Fan, our illustrious Clerk of Court, and it looks like maybe some of his grandchildren riding with him today,
Absolutely.
and his lovely wife driving him today.
And following him, as we look at the script this morning, is the District Court Judge for Sampson, Duplin, Jones County, and Onslow. And as the script reminds me, he is from the Keener area and one of J.W. Simmons' favorite judges.
Yeah.
There he is the man, the judge.
I
Good to see you,
love
Judge.
the car, the El Camino classic
Yes,
car.
that is a
That's our
classic
first
vehicle.
classic car today, we'd say.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see some more of those.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Anita Lane.
Anita Lane, registered deeds, very important job in the county.
Absolutely. Anita has brought a lot of long-term stability to that position and a long-standing tradition of great registered deeds in Sampson County.
Sampson County, Veterans County.
Where would we be without our veterans?
I tell you, salute the veterans. Their organization and veteran support teams have walked to discuss any benefits. It's unbelievable the kinds of things that they do and the support that they deserve from us to salute the veterans.
Thank you, veterans. We're proud to have you here with us today. We got American Legion coming up after the veterans. The veterans are still coming down.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I see Ann Knowles on there as the leader of that. She is dedicated to supporting the needs of the veterans and has done this probably the longest person who's been in that position I'm aware of.
If you know Ann, it's a true labor of love for Ann.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Our American Legion, Unit 319 from Clinton.
We got our scout troop coming through. Boy Scouts does a lot of specialty stuff, and I think, you know, one of the things that's impressive me with the Boy Scouts is they mold a positive attitude and professional career for young men and young women.
Troop 133, TAC 133, thank you for being here.
Well, it's going to get noisy here.
Well, they've announced their presence.
They have. The Roadster always makes the show in any parade.
I'll give a special shout out here to my very good friend, Dickie Smith. Dickie and I worked together for many years. He's a great friend, a special person. We thank you to all the Roadsters.
And if you're seeing, and these folks are seeing on camera today, these cars, it always amazes me how they don't collide with each other.
Oh yeah,
They're lucky I'm not in there. I'd take 2 or 3 of them out, I'm sure.
Yeah. There's Dickie there. Very choreographed. And they love it. They have such good fun, and they're raising money for a great cause.
Absolutely. And of course, you got the people that really do the work following them in case they have an issue with one shutting down. These guys take care of that as well. It's a large organization, as you just pointed out, that contribute huge amounts to the community. Coming up next is the Kahari Tribe. Kudos to the Kahari Tribe and the Kahari people here in Sampson County. We've done a couple of shows with these folks. Everybody knows somebody, a huge part of our community. The things that they do in supporting locally here, our community, is amazing.
And what a great partnership between the Kahari tribe and the people of Sampson County.
And I remind everybody too of their annual powwow that comes up the second week in September. It's open to the public, and we give them a huge salute and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Let's see, Sampson Community College.
Sampson Community College.
We were just talking about how much JW were instrumental in getting them started.
Absolutely. I've stayed there 30 plus years.
Hey Lisa.
Good to see you,
Merry
Lisa.
Christmas.
And they have a foundation, of course, that Lisa heads up. And they brought their law enforcement vehicle. This is just one example of the professional training they do. And I was proud to be part of that for a number of years as well. And we talked to Dr. Starling just yesterday about the huge programs that they're doing with heavy equipment and other things that is really bringing jobs to this county. And when I look at Sampson Community College, it's not only embedded in the community, but it's creating the future for what this community is.
Dr. Starling, Lisa Turlington, Amanda Bradshaw, Barney Kennedy, they're doing tremendous work, and that I just can't say enough. You mentioned the heavy equipment. My son actually just enrolled in that program.
Wow.
So,
well, I think they just graduated something like 20 people, I believe, yesterday from that program. And that's the kind of thing that industry has got to have too. It's people that's here, that's local, that's able to run heavy equipment and make things happen in the community.
And they meet the students where they're at.
Absolutely, absolutely. What can we say about the Dunn Clown? Sometimes I think the best thing to do is just
sit back and watch,
enjoy the antics.
Yeah, they're certainly enjoying it.
In fact, some of these Dunn Clowns, I think if we're not careful, we better hold on to the table. They might take over right here.
Yeah.
Let's watch the Dunn Clowns for a moment as they penetrate the thought process and cheer up your day. Now, if you're listening at home, you want to get up and dance for a few minutes, please take this part of time and go out there and do it.
Puts a little boogie in your step.
Put a little boogie in.
Yeah. We got the Clinton City Schools next, JW?
Correct. Dr. Wesley Johnson up front on the float. Dr. Johnson is involved not only in the community, he stays connected to the community and moving the Clinton City Schools forward in a future of education and preparing our folks to end up at that place called Sampson Community College.
Wesley Jumpstart.
They have several of their Teachers of the Year on here. Sandra Kennedy, beginning Teacher of the Year, Miss Rebecca Bird. If I have that correct. All right.
Next float coming up, Clinton Tigers.
This is our first cheerleading program of the day, I think.
I think so. And of course, it always comes with me with the parade. I always get excited because we got a lot of youth, we got a lot of energy, and this is an example of that. I think when we look at the Clinton Tigers cheerleading program, it offers competitive, Christ-based cheerleading and tumbling classes. Christy Carter is the person that's running that show. Is named 2024 Coach of the Year in Orlando, Florida, as her Sampson County team brought home many wins. For information, you can contact them, and the web address is clintontigers.com.
Fantastic. Glad to have them here. And congratulations to Christy on this prestigious award.
Absolutely. And they're giving us a little performance right now.
Absolutely.
With those kinds of movements, they don't need gloves to worry about it.
That's
they
right.
can stay warm, right?
Yeah. Not so much for us.
The fingers get numb after a while.
Absolutely.
And it won't be too long now.
Thankful for the warmth of the sun today.
Absolutely. And Pat, it takes quite a bit of time and a lot of effort to put these floats and put these events
Right.
here and get them through the parade. Just get that number of people here. I cannot count this fast to figure out how many's in that group that we're looking at here, but it was amazing at the number of people we just all go by.
And I can't say enough about the the parade committee once again from the chamber. This just doesn't happen, you know, it takes time. A lot of time and effort.
How about that? There you go.
Absolutely.
Brings a whole new meaning to the word tumbling.
Certainly does. Live without a net.
Absolutely. I think we're going to get another little shot. Okay. And another tumbling event.
There you go.
We got that on camera. Wonderful. Folks, be careful if you decide to try that at home.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas.
Daniel's Gifts. D&E Liquidation.
A nonprofit group.
Nonprofit.
They buy and sell and fix golf carts, Ted Obi. So there you go.
Absolutely.
And
You
lots of
cannot
people.
go wrong with that.
Absolutely.
First Methodist Church, what can we say about First Methodist Church? I mean, we got pastor on there, Matt Seals, and his children. Matt Seals is a vital part of this community.
Merry Christmas.
Reverend Matt Seals, thank you for being in the parade. First Methodist Church right here in Clinton, making a difference in Clinton and Western North Carolina.
I see Rachel Grantham, one of our chamber members and parade sponsors on the float as well.
Absolutely. Sampson Regional Medical Center now has its own vehicle to transport patients, also from one hospital to another if they need it, whatever they need that for.
And once again, one of our title sponsors here at
Absolutely.
the parade. Thank you so much. And thank
Sean Howerton and his team and the board out there.
Jerry
that's
Heinzman was a recent board member on the chamber. And,
Absolutely.
we can't thank those guys enough.
We're fortunate to have them in the community. And I remind folks, supporting the hospital is supporting good health and supporting this community.
Absolutely. Let's see, who we got next? F&AM Tyree Lodge number 60 from Warsaw.
Warsaw, North Carolina.
Absolutely. Hey, we're still on Sampson
We're
Regional.
still on the float with Sampson Regional Medical Center, and it's quite a few people that, if folks looking at that float going by, probably recognize a lot of these folks.
And JW, they want to remind us to donate blood. I mean, it truly is one of the easiest things you can do, and you literally are saving a life when you donate blood.
And it helps, again, right here in this community.
Absolutely.
And a lot of folks just think about it in the sense of car accidents and those kinds of things. It's a quick way to get to medical help quickly. Even if you're transported out, you got a close facility here that can take care of you.
Right, absolutely.
Tiny Miss Sampson County?
Actually, we're back to Tyree Lodge. I'm sorry.
We're back to Tyree Lodge now.
Tyree Prince Heavenly Fussell, daughter of Javar Edwards and Sabrina Fussell.
And now we are going to Tiny Miss Sampson County, I believe.
We are. And I apologize
That's okay.
for skipping ahead
That's
I did.
not a problem. Olivia Grace Hawkins.
Welcome. Merry Christmas.
Olivia.
My wife has to tell me to slow down and take it one step at a time. I forget that sometimes.
I'm with you on that. Who we got coming up next?
Twirlers for Christ of Elizabethtown. It's a walking unit. Pastor the Reverend Dr. Louis Boykin, under the direction of Minister Katrina Boykin. These young ladies range from age to 4 to 18, and they share in the love of Jesus with us this morning.
Absolutely. Again, what the parade is about is celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ.
Reason for the season?
Reason for the season.
I gotcha.
Interesting, we got floats from as far away as Elizabethtown and other areas coming in. That's a huge plus.
Absolutely. Done all the surrounding county.
Absolutely, and the missionary work, that just says that Clinton has so much to offer now and is bringing so many people into this county. The developments for residential and and other things happening here is just tremendous. And I know you see it a lot.
Do you know what my family's motto is? All roads lead back to Sampson County.
Absolutely, absolutely. And clearly we're seeing that today.
Absolutely. Kingdom Life Fellowship.
Pastor Leonard Henry.
There's Leonard.
There's Leonard.
Everybody knows Leonard.
Absolutely.
Not only for his work on the football field, but
His work on the faith.
absolutely, especially with young people. He did the baccalaureate service for my oldest son, graduated in 2017. What a great
Clinton Fire Department. Chief Thornton, thank you for all you and your department
Absolutely.
does and the talented and expertise of the people that answers those calls. Pat, the Lightning Car Club always is such a huge part of the parade. I want to just take a moment, and we can see on the script here, the Lightning Car Club is an organization loving antique and classic vehicles. That's clearly true, and the fundraising car allows us to donate to St. Jude's American Cancer Society and to other local opportunities. The other part of this is not on script, is the huge amount of dollars that these people dedicate and put into these classic vehicles.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. Sometimes we look at it and think that just the mechanics of it alone, but these vehicles date back to the 60s and 70s, some of it even into the
40s, right here.
40s and 50s. So
Yeah.
we kind of suddenly look at it and see them go by, but each and every one of these cars has a unique place. And to some folks, I won't talk about people that are old as I am, but to some folks, we got memories from back then.
Absolutely. I wish I could go back and buy my first car.
Wow.
If I knew then what I know now, I would never have sold it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because they become more valuable after
Absolutely.
about that 15, 20 year period.
And the nostalgia is hard to describe. So
Absolutely.
I heard a little burnout back there,
I did.
J-Lo.
I think it's another opportunity too. But of course, I can't call everybody's name in here, but the reality is we see some of these young, smiling faces, and they take pride in these, like as you just mentioned, 40 and 50 model Chevrolet pickups that's been restored.
Yeah.
Some of them has been, should I say, modified a bit, but you can still recognize their legacy in the auto industry. And it's also important, I think, now to think about it as we see these classic cars going by. We are in an evolution toward electric vehicles now, which is moving us more and more to another genre of thinking about cars. A lot of the vehicles we see now are just becoming huge computers. You know, you get in it.
Driverless cars.
Yeah.
Soon you'll go to a big city, you'll get a taxi, it'll be driverless.
Absolutely.
That's happening already.
But that's 60 model, 60, 65 Mustang.
Classic Mustang.
Classic Mustang.
That's a Ford Gran Torino.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
We got
Chevrolet
a Nova. We're dating ourselves.
No, we're really not that old, Pat. We just have a good memory of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, here comes Avery
Hey,
LeClaire.
I see Avery LeClaire coming up, the executive director of the chamber. Avery's going to sit in with us for a few moments.
Hey, Avery.
Well, hey there.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good,
How are
Merry
you
Christmas.
doing?
Good to
Merry
see ya.
Christmas.
We're going to get
Thanks
you
for
mic'd up
coming
here in a
down.
second.
Okay.
Thanks for being
Hey
with
there.
us. We're going to get Avery mic'd up, folks, and we're going to let Avery talk with us a bit. As we're looking at these classic cars go by, please keep your eye on this. This is perfect timing. Avery could not be with us to start with here, but Avery is here now. She's the new director of the Chamber of Commerce. She was actually in another location helping get this parade organized and moving forward. Avery, these classic cars, Pat and I were just saying as they're coming by, I can't talk about nothing, but I can say I remember some of the dates on a lot of this. So.
Well, I don't. I'm just teasing.
She just said that out loud.
I'm just teasing.
I understand.
Another 65 Mustang. Avery, how much time, I just can't imagine that you put in with this.
Yes, well, it's been about the past 3 months. It's been on my top priorities, and all I can say is I'm happy to take a deep breath now.
Absolutely. And look at this 1939 Ford Deluxe. I mean, just imagine way before we were even born, Pat.
Absolutely. Before my dad was born.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so we're here to 1950 Ford pickup truck. Some of them's got the title on it. 1900
Franklin
Ford
Lindsay.
Model A.
Brother of Jesse and Elman, the Lindsay brothers.
Absolutely. Who we got coming up now?
We have a single vehicle Christmas Wonderland, North Carolina, from Bud Johnson Road.
Union High School and Lakewood.
They combined forces this year.
Yes, sir.
Something you don't see every day.
This is the kind of music that parades is built on.
Absolutely.
It is. It is.
JW, we have the Union High Junior ROTC developing the next generation of leaders.
Absolutely.
Bearing the color guard here today.
Structure, and I will salute the ROTC.
Absolutely.
Great organization. It's always good to see youth and youth involvement in the parade, and this is one example of that. Between that and the Scouts, it's just great. And we've got Star Communication coming along behind that, and I think you know Donna.
Miss Donna
the,
Bullard.
Vice President, Executive Director. The Vice
She's
President.
the CEO.
CEO
Yeah.
of Star Communications. Donna is waving. Hey, Donna.
Merry Christmas, Donna.
We got you on camera. You're looking good.
Thank you to
Yes.
Star
Yeah.
again. None of this
Yes.
happens without Star.
And Donna would
Absolutely.
say, if she was sitting here, Donna would say, and to all the employees that make Star Communication serve its members each and every
This
day in a
team's
better
doing
way.
such a wonderful job of setting this up.
Great
Yes,
team of people, great
absolutely.
folks, and all the members. And she's basically bringing a huge facility into Clinton now. Hopefully that'll be ready next year.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole team covers multiple
What a
counties.
gem. What a jewel.
It is.
Taylor's Bridge,
Bridge.
right down Highway 421. Thank you.
Avery, you've had a huge crowd coming into Clinton. This is one of the biggest parades.
Oh, I am just over the moon excited. This is
Yeah.
definitely so fulfilling for me. So
Absolutely.
I'm so happy to be able to put on such an important event for the community.
And this Edge Cabinet Company, another one of your chamber members, I'm sure.
EGS Cabinets, locally owned for more than 50 years right here.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Servicing 7 states, JW.
Wow.
Right out of Keener, North
Wow.
Carolina.
Hey, we'll claim that.
Absolutely.
As a Keener native, I'll claim that in a minute. This is a huge deal, though. I mean, this is the first time I've seen this one.
Absolutely. Well, you got to ship all those cabinets to apartments, townhomes, medical facilities, commercial. You got to get them, you know, you
That's
got
a
to
nice
get them
facility.
in the 7
Yeah.
states. You got to have the vehicles to deliver. Champions in Motion, marching walking unit from Clinton, Infinity Cheer, boys and girls ages 4 to 18, competitive cheer club. Thank you for being here.
And we see Williamson Gas Company. A lot of folks may not realize that this is a privately owned company, formerly part of Burl Williamson's organization. Connie now keeps
The late
this
Burl
going.
Williamson,
Yeah,
96 years in business, JW.
Yeah, and a shout out to Jay Little and Rusty and all those folks that keep things working and keep not only gas logs and other things at homes, but for agriculture community is huge.
Liberty
Absolutely.
Tax.
Liberty Tax.
Right after the holidays comes tax season, right?
Okay, we'll talk about something else right quick.
All right, we got the Clinton Humane Society. They're represented here. The Clinton Alumni Chapter, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. 83 members strong. The parade's going at a good clip
It
today.
is.
Avery,
Well organized, Avery.
well
Thank
organized.
you. Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
And the committee, we talked
Yes.
about what a fantastic job.
Well, thank you. And I couldn't have done it without your help, so thank you.
Thank you.
you know, Pat, I want to say right very quickly too, we couldn't do what we were doing if Avery hadn't fixed such a nice script for us to kind of follow
thank you.
as well.
Absolutely.
Try to make it as easy as possible for everyone.
Absolutely.
JW, we got Inspired to Dance team. They're going to stop and do a little performance
There you
here.
go. We got them on camera. We're set this year so we can see, folks, what you're seeing out there at the same time. And you got a good camera angle. The guys that have done this with Star, Jason and Mitchell Bruin and Jason Miller, done a great job this year getting everything set up.
Absolutely.
We were just talking a while ago, Avery. Each year we try to improve how we present this so those folks at home that are looking
Absolutely.
can really get a good angle on it.
Absolutely.
Avery, would you say this is one of the more fun things you've participated in so far?
I think so, yes. And it's awesome to see like such a good final product come
Right.
together, you know?
Absolutely. And we got great things in store for our members next
Absolutely,
year, right?
we do, yes.
Is this
Well-
Southeastern Building products coming up?
It is, JW.
Absolutely. And they are not only we'll go to the metal roofing superstore. We also sell and install carpets, garages, sheds, roofs, do home improvements, lawn care. Listen, I think they do a little bit all.
They even do camo metal roofing, I saw. How
Wow,
popular
yeah.
is that? My good friend Dana White's the longtime proprietor of that organization, and he gives it all to his staff. They're great people. They're family focused and oriented.
You know, one of the things that strikes me as we look at this parade, we're seeing here, Pat and A, we're seeing the people that are the doers in the community.
Absolutely.
These are the folks that make things happen,
Absolutely.
get it done, and especially with small businesses that are coming through that we've already recognized, this is another example where family, small businesses are making a big difference in this community.
They're the
Absolutely.
backbone of the American economy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Help people realize the American dream.
Guys, do you feel like a little mud this morning? We got the vehicles that could get in it.
Off-road enthusiasts who love the off-road community.
I don't know. You know, Avery, when I look at this, it's like I think if I got in there, I would probably be dangerous.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I'd kind of get behind the wheel. I don't need to be behind the wheel.
I don't think I need to be either.
Absolutely
so.
not. But it does give you some positive thing. You know, I live in the country, so I can look at that and I go, I got some places I'd like to take that to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure would be fun.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends that enjoy doing that on the weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's the Grinch.
The Grinch is in there. Better keep an eye on him.
Keep him at bay.
Yeah, he's doing a little bouncing going on.
We got Nissan of Clinton, locally owned and operated. They have 3 cars in here with us today, including the legendary Nissan Z, the Nissan Kicks SUV, and the Nissan Titan truck.
Nissan's been a vital part of Clinton for quite a few years now.
Donnie Lamb.
And Donnie is he's kind of entrenched in the community. And when you hear his name, you think Nissan.
They'll do anything to help the community.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. It donates to a number of major causes here as well.
JW, who we got next here?
This is the Juntas 4-H Clinton City School. And Avery, I think I pronounced that correctly. Juntas.
Or Juntas? I mean, the J may
I'm
be
not sure.
silent.
Might be silent.
Yeah.
Juntas.
Hispanic, giving our Hispanic families in the school
Yeah.
system proper resources to ensure high school graduation and post-secondary options. You know what? That not only helps the child, it helps the community.
Absolutely, absolutely. Inclusivity is a big word and means a lot.
Absolutely. And getting these youngsters to school, attendance, and getting them to graduate and enter in the workforce or college is important. Gamma Eta Eta chapter of Chi Eta Phi sorority. That's a mouthful.
You did good with that. You did good with that, Pat.
Professional nursing organization, our nurses.
about
Where would we be without our nurses?
Definitely the hospital wouldn't be able to find that.
Absolutely. Important work. Elite Miss All-American, North Carolina. And then
Tiny.
Tiny Elite Miss All-American.
So you know, if you have one, you got to have a tiny one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Megan Simmons was the first we mentioned, and then Aria Webb, daughter of Jasmine Webb, and granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ricky Webb.
There you go. Following that's the Sampson County NAACP, and they are part of the nation's largest and oldest civil rights organization, whose chief mission is to advance policies and practices span human and civil rights. Riding in the Flow
Oh, we got to turn the
2014
page fast. Miss Hopton High School.
Absolutely. I think he speeded up on us.
I think they're going pretty fast.
Either that or we slowed down.
Yeah. Katie Brooke Britt, Miss Hopton High. Junior Miss Hopton, Caitlin Thomas Phillips for 24-25. Hopton Wildcats.
Absolutely.
That's up your
Absolutely.
way.
That's definitely right. That is definitely part of the Keener community.
Absolutely. My first stint at working in banking in Sampson County was in Dick Grove, and loved the Wildcats.
Absolutely.
Then I defected and became a Midway Raider.
And I'm told a new high school about 60+ million is going to be landing up there pretty
Much
soon.
needed. I'm so
Plus.
happy for the Hopton
Absolutely.
community.
Absolutely. I see a banner here. What have we got now?
Hopton Marching Band, sponsored by Matthews Drug. Two great organizations.
Absolutely.
Matthews Drug's been in business a long time.
Matthews Drugs and Gifts, and I think that name carries not only a lot of weight but a lot of respect. I talked with Jimmy Matthews the other day. Jimmy is still engaged, still a part of the community,
Absolutely.
still making a difference.
And now owned by Tara Jackson.
Absolutely. And Tara's part of the Keener community, by the way.
Absolutely.
That add that as
I
well.
believe she's a Hopton grad,
Yeah,
if I'm not
she
badly
is.
mistaken.
And her husband, Willie Jackson.
Absolutely.
So I'm watching these flag bearers, and I'm looking. They're sleeveless with no coat. How can they not be cold? Help me with that.
Well, they have to be because I was freezing this morning and I have a
I'm
sweatshirt and a
serious.
coat on.
Pat and I are sitting here with gloves on.
They have to be.
JW, they have the advantage of youth.
Ah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I knew there had to be a secret to this.
Absolutely.
Our schools are so critically important, Pat. You know, you and I mentioned a while ago, when we look at everything from bands to ROTC to other organizations within the school structure, we're actually building and modeling our future right there.
Absolutely.
And if we don't get that right, our future's not going to be right.
Yeah.
So glad to have them all participating
Absolutely.
today in the parade. Avery, we have quite a new bit of commercial floats that the Chamber was able to offer
Yes.
to our members this year. How many did we have this year?
We have 8 in total, and they come from Ritchie Parade Floats, and I want to shout them out because they have been awesome this year. So thank you to them. Thank you for coming, and the floats look amazing.
And thanks
So-
to all of our Chamber members who sponsored one.
Absolutely.
You did a great job, by the way, selling all the floats
Thank
this
you.
year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is this Southern Bank and Trust of Clinton?
It might be
This is
EBEN.
It's EBEN.
Employee Benefits Company, and I think this is the first of our chamber
Yeah,
floats.
this is the first. I think it's the first time they've been in the parade, isn't it?
Absolutely. Clinton office.
It's a
And
nice
they-
professional float.
JW, they have quite a few Tiny Miss Harold's Christian Academy ran English, Little Miss HCA Betsy Martin, Young Miss HCA. You're gonna have to help me on that. Charlie Anna Naylor, wonderful name. Junior Miss HCA Eve Badley Hardison, and Miss HCA Mabel Rose Parker.
And Southern Bank.
Southern Bank
You know
and
a
Trust
bit about banking, Pat? I want you to introduce
Absolutely. Southern Bank's been around since 1901. They're headquartered in Mount Olive. I have quite a few friends and former colleagues that work there. Great organization.
They're part of a big, huge, well-needed industry in this state.
Absolutely.
Bailey's. Are we at Bailey's Bells yet?
Yep, Bailey's Bells,
well, we
Hair
got
Salon, downtown Clinton,
There we go. And then we're going to Clinton High School,
Clinton High School.
ROTC.
I'm presenting the colors again.
Yes. Part of that cohesive environment is ROTC that continues to bring us together. builds structure, stamina, and responsibility in the community. It's always a pleasure to see the ROTC there. And that filters into our conversation a bit a while ago about our veterans. You know, we need to support that more because that's one of those areas that, you know, needs some help in getting more recruits in.
Absolutely. North Carolina is such an important part of the United States military with all the bases, particularly Eastern North Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, for where we sit, we've got Seymour Johnson, Fort Liberty,
Camp Lejeune,
we're kind of in the heart of it.
Absolutely.
Elva 8 Dance.
Elva 8 Dance.
Committed to providing students with quality dance education and strong technical foundation. They offer a variety of recreational and competitive dance classes for ages 2.5 and up.
2.5.
2.5. Apparently it's important, that half part there.
What's that, 30 months old?
Hey, yeah. Do the math, do the math. Hey, they're all over. Check the screen. This is what folks are seeing at home. They're seeing greens and whites, and they're seeing that 2.5 up right in front of them.
Yes,
they are.
Absolutely. Love the color scheme.
Me too.
Charity Baptist Church located on 2055 Rabbit Street, Clinton, North Carolina. Welcomes Sunday school at 9 a.m. and worship at 10. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. Rabbit Street, you know where that's at?
The Herring community.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. 421 North, take a left.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the Herring clan comes from.
There you go. Right up there at the Herring Fire Department.
Absolutely.
And I love their float.
Rabbit Street's a nice little cutover from 421 to 242, in case you didn't know.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas.
And we got the Falcons Children's Home.
That's right here.
This is it.
Uh-huh.
This is it. Falcons Children's Home and Family Services, a non-profit organization founded in 1909. The home exists to provide a health haven for children 0 to 21. Joey Leggett is the CEO. His wife Sharon also works there. Just recently had him on the show. In fact, he's a fixture every year. What they do there is phenomenal. And he's also getting into this whole area of human trafficking as well.
Joey is not, he's doing it out of...
Absolutely. Roseboro Fire Department. This is another example of when I see all of these fire departments, it reminds me how huge Sampson County is.
Yes.
And Avery, when you stepped in this role as the executive director, you took on this entire county. So when you think about these guys and what they do, they're literally, majority of those are volunteers, but they're also parts of businesses, they're part of industry, they're part of the fabric of the community.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And
Nope.
I have taken on big responsibility, you know, for the whole county. So, but I take it seriously, and I'm excited.
You got a lot of folks standing with you. I can tell you
Yes, and I
that.
am so appreciative of that.
Don't tell our friends in Robeson County, but we are the largest county in land. They make that claim down there, but we rightfully claim it.
I got some friends, obviously, in Robeson County, you too. We always debate that when we.
Sampson County dive team,
Yep. And the dive teams are so important all times of the year, particularly with weather as it is now. We're seeing more destruction with flooding that goes on, and oftentimes folks find themselves in a situation without that dive team. It's not only life-saving, but unfortunately recovery as well.
Absolutely.
Salemburg Fire Department.
Salemburg, Smoke Busters.
That's good.
Our good friends at Vans Crossroads.
When you see these fire departments, each community in the county, if there's any collective of people, typically have a fire department.
Yeah.
And up till I think it's some 17 or so in the county. Sometimes I lose track. But they are also connected in such a way that if something happens with the paid service in Clinton, I just had both the volunteers and the fire chief in Clinton on, and we talked about it.
We had the Eastern Star, Bright Star 232, Queen Kimberly Holmes and her entourage representing the grand chapter of the Eastern Stars, affiliated with Durham, North Carolina.
Dark Horse Dumpsters.
Yeah.
Where there's people, there's trash. Dark Horse Dumpsters takes care of it for you.
Locally owned.
Absolutely.
Let's see, I got to turn the page here. Sampson Middle School SASE and SAS Club, helping students achieve everyday success in academics and sisterhood, led by Tanisha Boykin and Adrienne Carter.
And we got Baby Miss Sampson County, Spring Maria Lane Murphy, 2024 Baby Miss Sampson County Spring.
Overall Supreme Miss Midway, Avery Strickland, the daughter of Monty Strickland, who used to be the principal at Midway and is the principal of Clinton Early College. I've known Avery since she was 2 years old.
Absolutely.
Fine young lady.
The Midway High School Band. I was up at the Newton Grove Parade, and I was just astonished at the size of the band and the meticulous detail to everything from their flag folks to their music to what they do. They're coming up on camera now, folks, so as you see this and you're seeing what we're seeing, it is a huge mass of blue, black, and red at the Midway High School Band.
I have to say, go Raiders. I have two young men, my sons, who both graduated from Midway High School. Go Raiders, man.
And of course, they're also sponsored by Star Communications, as you can see as well.
What a tremendous sound. The tone, the sound.
What do you
making me want to
We're
dance.
experiencing the effort and time that these kids go through and the direction.
Yeah.
Again, sponsored by Star Communications.
Yes.
Very fitting. The color schemes match perfectly.
I think that's one of the things that helps kind of bring the cohesiveness of the community together. You got so many of these kinds of activities. The children, as they grow, have all kinds of possibilities they can be involved in. You Care Incorporated, Beehive Thrift Stores provide services and resources for families impacted by domestic violence, sexual assault. Our programs vital for offering safety, advocacy pathways, and stability for individuals, families facing such challenges.
JW, when you get all your new wardrobe for Christmas and you clean out your closet, take it by the thrift store, the Beehive. They make it easy for you to donate.
Sampson County alumni.
Absolutely.
North Carolina A&T is the largest historical black university in the United States. The position is held in 2024. North Carolina A&T is nationally recognized for its excellence in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics and education.
Merry Christmas.
Parker Gas.
Parker Gas.
Another one of those companies that's a vital part of our agricultural community, as well as homes and individual.
The Parker brothers, David and Darren, great community advocates, just fine people.
The Halls Fire Department, right up in Keener, North Carolina. Thank you for being here, gentlemen and children. Merry Christmas to you. Another bank. I'll let you speak to the PNC Bank.
PNC Bank. Right in downtown Clinton, longtime staple.
The next one up is something called Thrive Sampson Physical Therapy, and it's locally owned, private physical therapy practice. Welcome all ages and diagnoses. We place the patient and our community at the forefront, and the mission is to improve the lives by
Merry
helping
Christmas.
patients and their maximum potential, not only to thrive, but not only to survive, but to thrive.
They do great work over there. They helped a good friend of mine out with a situation with his back. He couldn't get relief anywhere but there.
And that's where it takes a lot of time. Mount Pleasant. Pleasant.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Mount Pleasant Church Ministries and Bishop Bernie N. Fullwood, pastor, elder, Ida M. Fullwood, co-pastor.
We got another YMCA, this time from southeastern North Carolina. We had our good friend John Adams, and he's on the float.
Absolutely.
He was on at the start of the show today, describing what they do.
Great way to open the show.
Absolutely.
My good friend.
Hugo's Car Express
Yeah.
Wash, representing Hugo's across Sampson County.
And Handy Hugo's Convenience Stores, locally owned by our good friends at Sampson Bladen.
Herring Fire Department, good to have them. I'm missing Sutton County EMS. They
might not have made it today.
might not have
They
made
might
it.
be on the call.
we might have missed one.
Unfortunately.
3HC, dedicated to providing high quality, compassionate health care and hospice care.
Do wonderful work when it's needed.
Absolutely, absolutely. Noah's Ark,
Pet Spa. Pampering and caring for your pets. Grooming, spa treatments. Our pets are like family.
they are, and it's more and more so today. We did some shooting up of a show in downtown Clinton, something called Tales and Treats. Carolina Dance. Carolina Dance Company is a hometown dance studio offering classes in ballet, tap, jazz, other related dances, and they're going to be coming through here. We're going to get them on camera, but they love teaching dancers ages 2.5 and up. There's something about that 2.5.
That must be the age when you can really start learning.
Apparently, Carolina Dance Company is owned by Courtney English, and Mrs. Courtney would love to have your baby ballerina join her for her new classes beginning January 2025. We're watching them right now. Enjoy with us as we see the 2.5 up prance through our TV screen.
And they're all dressed in classic holiday garb,
Yep.
Santa suits.
Red and white.
Absolutely. Making old St. Nick proud.
And well guarded, especially well guarded by some very responsible adults.
Absolutely.
Again, Pat, I've said this several times in this show, but I see this stuff like this, and I just kind of see our future right there in front of us.
Absolutely.
Avery, you'll start feeling this later.
You think
sometime.
so?
I guarantee you. But it's so exciting to see that kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
just wonderful. Carolina Dance Company. Liberty Home Care and Hospice. Again, Liberty Home Care and Hospice is another one of those organizations that services provides comprehensive, compassionate care to patients in the comfort of their own homes and facilities. Liberty offers a wide range of support, including skilled nursing, practical care, and end-of-life care.
With dignity.
Absolutely. We're covering the spectrum today, aren't we?
We are.
We got another fire department coming up here, and that's the Garland Fire Department at the southern part of the county. That's just before you hit Bladen County, by the way.
Absolutely.
And these fire departments, again, volunteer in nature and dedicate their lives, whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever time. Plus, they go through unbelievable amounts of training just to sustain their credibility to do what they do and to give back to their community.
Yes, thank you so much to everyone who volunteers their time.
Miss Dunn, 2024, Katie Brown. Katie represents the Miss Spivey's Corner / Miss Dunn organization this past June at the state competition held in High Point. Katie's a full-time student, works as a full-time job.
Wow.
She's accompanied today with the Carolina Star. They wish to everyone a Merry Christmas.
River Run Land Management, JW.
Some of that heavy equipment.
Absolutely. Land clearing, grading, demolition, driveway, installment ponds, forestry mulching, house building plan, home building plan.
They could probably dig the pond near my house if I wanted to.
Absolutely.
I might need to keep that here. I'm gonna check that one. I might need to compliment. Yeah, you have all these kinds of visions. Oh, the Grinch is on the loose. The Grinch is on the loose. You see him?
He sure is.
Ultraville Fire Department. This is Sampson Building Supply.
They got happy hours on here, after school and summer care. Serving Clinton City, Mintz, Hopton, Hargrove, Salemburg, Roseboro, and Spirit of Life. Voted best of Sampson County for 3 consecutive years. Pressure washing.
End to end. You never know when you need some pressure washing done.
Absolutely.
Particularly as it
So
relates
true.
to houses and
Your
rooftops.
driveway, your vinyl
Yeah.
siding house or barn.
Change the whole looks of the place.
Absolutely. Clinton City Schools Queens Court.
Oh wow, bunch of queens.
Callie Parrish, Arina White, Andrea Alvarado, Zia Zachary, Amaya Mars, Riley Drawn, Jaleesa Bowden, Brooklyn Griffin, Bella Dudley, Joycelyn Pennick. And I'm sorry I didn't
Perfect.
mention all their titles. There were so many to get in.
Got it covered. And here we have S&M Guzman Painting Services, family-owned business here to help community, putting God first in everything we do, and everything from painting to small jobs and home repairs. I'm just checking a bunch of blocks here because I can think, I might need these.
They're hard to come by.
Yeah, it's people that's got this, and it takes skill and talent. You just
Absolutely.
don't, trust me, I've tried this. You don't just get a paintbrush and I'm going to paint something. I can give you examples where that's not good.
Absolutely. DIY is not for everybody.
That's right, exactly. Leave it to the experts.
Absolutely.
Okay, Carr Memorial Christian Church.
You know a thing or two about this group?
Let me tell you about this church. This church is celebrated this year its 100th anniversary.
Wow.
It's focused on faith through God and Jesus Christ. These folks you see are the young energy people at Carr Memorial Church, and they actually built and put this float together. I could start calling names, but I might leave out someone. But this guy following it right here on the back, his last name is Simmons, his first name is Adam. Proud of that guy. He's doing a lot of good things.
I see some
at Carr
family
Memorial
members.
Christian Church.
Yeah. Little Miss Fayetteville State, Mariah Haley. I have a good friend who's the chancellor at Fayetteville State, and they are doing fantastic things over there. Chancellor Darrell Allison. And we have quite a few people from Sampson County that attend Fayetteville State.
Absolutely. You know, we're coming quickly
To the end.
to the old guy with a beard, I think, somewhere around.
Absolutely.
Yes, we are. We sure are.
Yeah. Are we at the
Alpha.
Kappa, Alpha, Rho, Omega? I don't know whether I got any of that right.
I think, yes.
got-
They had best.
You're pretty proficient in the Greek alphabet.
Exactly.
They're serving Sampson and Bladen counties, sisterhood, scholarship, and service. Okay, Clinton High School men's soccer,
There we
2A
go.
state champs. Way to
State
go!
champions.
Hey!
Merry Christmas.
Give them a hand.
We love those state champs.
Followed by the Clinton High School Marching Band, 3-time runner-up grand champion band marching season. Clinton High School Band, Clinton High School, and Clinton High School Marching Band we would like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year.
And they're sponsored by our good friend Frankie Owens Hunt Furnishings, who is also the chairman of the Christmas Parade Committee. What a wonderful job, Frankie. Well done.
And if you think furniture, think Frankie.
Absolutely. Great rendition of Deck the Hall.
Absolutely.
Again, Frankie Owens. Thank you, Frankie.
Yes, thank you.
Pat, Avery, as we come to close here, we always talk about the parade and make sure folks understand we're celebrating a holy day at Christmas. One of the pieces of that is always important for children is Santa Claus. And Santa Claus always says, we're going going to bring you something.
Yeah.
It's going to be something tangible. So this is where you kind of release and get your wants out, I guess.
Yes.
And maybe candy at times.
Yes.
But Santa Claus with the beard is always a part of it. And although Clinton Christmas parades don't allow a lot of stuff being thrown, but candy comes at this time.
Daniel,
Let's wave at
Merry
Santa.
Christmas.
Presented by your Kiwanis Club.
Clinton Kiwanis Club.
Absolutely.
Good shot. Try it.
And the Clinton
One more
Sampson
time.
Chamber of Commerce.
There you go.
Woo, you're close.
Good job.
It's amazing what we do for a piece of
Brett,
candy. I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for being with us today. We're closing out, of course, with a fine job the Clinton Police Department does. This has been an awesome parade. Avery LeClaire, you've done a great job
Thank
pulling
you.
this together.
Thank you.
Pat, I want to thank you for continuing your work
you,
as
J.J.
president of Chamber and continue to being part of the community with a new bank to us called Huntington Bank. You and I are going to talk more about that later.
Look forward
Avery,
to
as we
that.
continue, anything you want to say in closing to all of those businesses in Altreville, Salemburg, Turkey, Newton Grove, all they got to do is call and you'll be there.
Absolutely. If y'all are interested, I will be here for you. I am supposed to be the person that is helping you and your business with anything you need. So please call the chamber if there's ever anything that you need from me, and I will be there for you. And thank you to everybody that came out today, and thank you to our sponsors. It was great, and I'm so thankful for how this turned out today.
Thank you, Avery. And JW, thank you. You've done a marvelous job, and we couldn't have
Yes.
done it without you.
Absolutely. It's
Thank
always
you.
good having good people around you. I want to remember Pat Dixon. This parade is going to be replayed on Channel 16. So, guys, look up, find it. We're going to replay it for you over the holidays. So if Grandma or Papa or somebody didn't get to see it, or if you just want to see it again, we will be on air through the holidays.
Perfect.
Grandpa Pat, WCLN Radio, this is a shout out to you. Merry Christmas to you, my man. Always a pleasure with fond memories of you and WCLN Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Guys, thank you for being here. And as we always close all of I'm going to close this like I do my shows on TV. May God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.